Hello all, and welcome to Tay Time Recaps Turn Washington Spies Season 4, Episode 3, Blood for Blood, aka all the showrunners got together and were like, month of June, let's get rid of some Season 1 characters, woohoo! Also, let's have Akin Bode become Carol and Michonne in one episode. So, I'm gonna start with the not-so-sad stuff. Anna gets I wouldn't say like a forced meeting with this guy, but the guy that, if you watch Season 3, that ended up killing Sarah, got in her ear about something. As you know, him and Ben had a huge no about that. If you watch that episode, about them not getting paid and that there's going to be a mutiny. So Anna goes and talks to Hamilton about it, and Hamilton's like, you need to write to somebody in Congress, and she realizes her husband Sela's in Congress, so that's what she does. In terms of Arnold and everybody, he finds out, thanks to Simcoe, that Philomena may not be the person, and that Peggy lied, and he comes in, and Peggy rehires Abigail and Cicero and fires Sephora, there you go. Sephora. And as they're making dinner, Benedict comes in a rage, yells at her, oh, you loved Andre, blah, blah, blah. Abigail, of course, is hearing this whole thing, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, you're right, I did, blah, blah, blah. And in the end, he goes to pick up the present that she had left for him at the head of the table, and it is baby shoes, and we all wanted to throw something at the TV. So then came the sad thing. Basically, they're trying to get the trade going between the Woodhalls and then Caleb and the money. Akin Bode joins the troop not the troop, it's like a group, going to trade on the side of getting the Woodhalls back, so the loyalist side. He does not know that the Rangers were told by Simcoe to dress like they are the Lost Boys from Neverland and go and kill the Woodhalls and everything. So they exchange the judge for Caleb, and they hear this, bird call, and Akin Bode immediately is like, oh. So he's, trying to get them, fight in time. As Richard Woodhull is saying, get down, he gets shot in the head. It's very sad. Akin Bode ends up running and killing a few of them, because some of them left on a boat. And then it's Caleb, Ben, Abe, 3 other guys holed up in this mill. 2 of the guys end up dying, and they decide to send out Abe into the little canal, because the mill isn't running, but into the canal where his father's body is, because it's getting looted. And they decide they're going to put the 2 dead bodies up at the front door, because they can then get around and sneak. They do not know that Akin Bode is going full-blown Carol at the beginning of Season 5 of The Walking Dead, blowing up Terminus and stuff like that, and he ends up shooting all of these Rangers and helping them out, and in the end, he sees somebody trying to suffocate Abe with a bag of money, and he pulls a Michonne, putting her katana through that person's body to save the person getting strangled, but it is a bayonet, of course. And then he hides the money and he runs away. And then Ben has to take a very injured Caleb, and I forget the other guy died. I don't know. As well as Abe and his father's dead body, back to someplace. I've always said that AMC has the best music for their shows. I've also always said that Turn definitely needs a soundtrack. They do. The song that you heard at the end, which I also like how they kind of made it end before the end of the episode, so we had 10 seconds of pure silence. Well, not silence, it was the horse you could hear clip-clapping along, is the one that Richard sang to Abe's son Thomas, and I thought that came so beautifully full circle. I am just, oh my god. While we're at it, Kevin McNally, I've always admired your work. To transform Richard the way you transformed Richard, and fact time, Richard did not die until 1788. I knew this when I read the book. they did need to, as most historical works do, they do need to change some stuff. But the way you transformed Richard was absolutely stunning. I saw the sneak peek for next week, and holy hell, Jamie Bell is gonna like blow us all away next episode. But I would like to thank you for Richard. These last 8 episodes, 8, 9, 7. It's either 7 or 8 or 9. I want to say 7 or 8. We are going to miss you. That was not an easy death to swallow. It was very shocking, very sad. So next week, apparently Hewlett comes back either next week or the week after. Thank God. Where's he been? Like, where have you been, Hewlett? Where have you been? So I'm intrigued to see where this all goes next week. Hopefully Akeem Bode and Abigail come find each other soon, because Abigail's like, oh, it's probably somebody from the market. No, it's Akeem Bode, girl. He's going to come looking for you again. Or just wants to keep her job and was being a witch that starts with a B. But other than that, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.